This week we have Spire of the Watcher as the featured dungeon. All of its encounters are farmable if you want to farm the weapons, and you can farm its encounters on master difficulty if you want to obtain Artifice armor of this dungeon. I will first show the loot table so you guys can target loot maybe if you are going for something here in this dungeon. I will show you a sample of Artifice armor I've been getting and give you guys my humble opinion. And finally I will give builds for each class to farm the final encounter as efficient as it gets. The best farm here in this dungeon is actually farming the final boss. For weapons, you should target encounters, but if you are farming Artifice, you should be farming the final boss because it has double drops, which is way better than other encounters that only drop one drop. So first for the loot table, let me take you here real quick on this specific website where it shows the loot. You get the machine gun, the scout, the auto rifle in the first encounter, as well as the arms, legs, and helmet. For the second encounter, you get the LMG, the 7 Seraph Officer Revolver. This was the second best option after Malfeasance for Lucky Pants, but it got shadowed by Warden's Law, which is the new Nightfall hand cannon, which is the best now. So for armor, you get arms, chest, and class item. People think that farming the second boss is the best for the class item, but believe me, it's not. To farm the class item, the best is to do the final encounter because it has double drops once again. So final encounter, Persys, you get all the weapons. There is extra chance of getting the sidearm and the grenade launcher. I've been getting these a lot. I haven't seen any LMG or scout drop in the final encounter. I don't know if they are crazy or not. I have a chance of getting the exotic bow, which I have already. It's really good for GMs, but not good as Ticus if you ask me personally. And you get all the armor pieces. Here, what's really good is the double drops. You get 2 armor pieces very often when you farm Persys in the master difficulty. Okay, so now that you guys have seen the loot table, let me show you a very respectable sample of Artifice armor I've been getting here. Farming Spire the Watcher for more than 24 hours on all characters, but I'll only show you the Hunter armor because I don't think the other characters' armors are different. A look on a large sample, we have 62, 4, 66, this is really good, 63, 61, 2, 3, 60, 63, 65, and then the best piece I got farming this for more than 24 hours is a 67 Hunter chest piece. This is like actually the best across all my characters. Farming this for like, I don't know, like 30 hours or something. It's really good. I'll use this. We have 66, 66, 63, and 61. Why I'm showing this is like, what will you expect farming this? And for my honest opinion about the Artifice farm this week in Spire of the Watcher, it is worth your time if you don't have any Artifice armor, if you don't have the class item, if you don't have like average armor. It is 100% worth your time because as I showed, 66 and 67 armor are possible here, unlike on Master Duality where it's not possible. So that's the good thing. The bad thing here is that 67, 66, 68 armor are very rare in Spire of the Watcher Master, but they are possible. The other negative thing is that farming Persys is such a pain in the ass. You cannot one phase him. You should only aim for 2 phase. 2 phasing him with LFGs is also not consistent, but if you find people in the LFG that can help you consistently 2 phase him, it's the move. You should stick with those 2 people and consistently 2 phase Persys. The runs are like, I don't know, like 15 minutes each. It's not fast, it's not efficient because you cannot go from phase 1 to phase 2 as fast as possible because you will need your super to get back again. So you'll have to farm for your super. And speaking of builds and super regen, I will showcase the best build I've been using across all characters to achieve 2.6 up to 3 million damage consistently. That's exactly what you want to 2-phase Persys. Alright, so since on Master Spire of the Watcher you have Solar and Strand Surges active, there is also Overload Champions. Very recommended to run Blade Barrage on Hunter, well, SUNBRACERS on Warlock or Strand Warlock, which is also very good for boss DPS. And on Titan, we will be using PYROGALE, which I will showcase in a second once we get to the Titan. So here on Warlock, this is my basic, very basic SUNBRACERS build here. So we have triple Solar Surges here for damage, as I mentioned, 1 Galley and 2 Apex Predators with Reconstruction Bait and Switch. Sunshot is really good for both Overload Champions with the Overload Hand Cannon mod we have this season, as well as Regenerating Heavy with ammo finders, since with primary exotic ammo weapons you have higher chances of getting heavy ammo. Kinetic slot here, I would very highly recommend Succession or Wither Horde. So on Solar Warlock, Solar Titan, or even on your Hunter, using Succession have a major benefit here, which is debuffing the boss for 15% with Rapid Fire Ranger. Landing 2 crits on the boss instantly when DPS phase start, it will debuff him for 15% for a good duration. So starting boss fight by debuffing him with Rapid Fire Ranger with your Succession will make you and all of your team deal 15% more damage to the boss without having to have someone on tether or tractor, since it's not very possible and since there is no void surge. So debuffing boss with Succession will be extremely helpful. So this is my SUNBRACERS setup. Dim link will be in the pinned comment once again. Moving to my Strand lock setup, this is really good as well. Here I'm using Zauli's Bane with explosive payload and incandescent for those overload champs. Wither Horde, so I can get my nade super fast for boss DPS with threat of regeneration. Here Simulation is really good, not with bipod, with explosive light, because it will proc monochromatic maestro for your super, and also your Strand bullshit abilities will proc monochromatic, boosting your Simulation damage. Should have triple Strand surge. This is the Strand Warlock I've been using. This is easy, between 2.8 to 3 million damage, at the same level with like Star Eater's Blade Barrage or PYROGALE Titan, which I'm going to showcase here in a second. This is my Titan setup. The same, I would have Succession, Sunshot, and Apex here. I just don't have them, they are on my Warlock right now. PYROGALE is the main ingredient here, it's the sauce. It does so much damage and immediately, leaving you time to shoot Apex Predator rockets. Again, I would recommend debuffing the boss with like a sniper with a Rapid Fire Ranger before popping your super, so your super will deal 15% more damage to the boss. Dim link of this setup will be in the pinned comment. You guys can just click, copy, and benefit. You can use hammers to clear ad, rally barricade to speed up the reload of your rockets mid boss fight, and healing aids, so you can not only survive before damage phase, but healing aids, believe it or not, will proc explosive pack. This weapon gains bonus stability and reload speed when activating grenade ability, healing grenades on grenade final blows. This does not really matter much if you are in a Luna faction well, but it does matter if you are not, and it stacks with rally barricades if you have one ready. On Hunter, you should be on Star Eater's scale, and the best weapon heavy you should be using here is rockets, 1G Horde, and 2 Apex with bait and switch. Overall, this is a simple Blade Barrage Star Eater scales bit. I'll put the dim link in the pinned comment if you guys want this. So I will have 4 dim links in the pinned comment if you guys want. The Star Eaters, Blade Barrage, I will have SUNBRACERS basic, I will have Strand, which is really good, PYROGALE Titan. These are all very good. The reason why there is only Solar and Strand is because of the present Solar and Strand surges in the Master Spire of the Watcher dungeons. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a part of a bigger project I'm working on. It's like the best Artifice armor in the game. It will take a lot of time. This is just a very small part. You guys can subscribe to not miss future uploads, like and comment to help me out with the algorithm. If you want to support the channel even more, you can become a member, give away silver packs on my Discord once my second channel hits 1000 subs, so help me help you. Good luck farming, see you on my next video, and peace.